Chances are, unless you live in a few pretty specific parts of the world, you've never seen a tornado in real life before. Luckily for you, thanks to the internet, you can experience the craziness that is a tornado from the comfort of your own home. From a massive twister tearing through a city, to a POV shot of what it's like to be hit by a Category 4 storm. Here are 5 tornado videos you wouldn't believe if not filmed. The United States gets more tornadoes than any other country, with around 1,200 a year. That's 4 times more than the entire continent of Europe and 10 times more than Canada, which is the country that's in second place. When it comes to tornadoes, America is indisputably number 1. Back in 2014, a group of storm chasers set out to film a string of massive tornadoes that hit northeast Nebraska. The majority of the buildings in the small town of Pilger were totally destroyed. After the tornadoes were finished, virtually the entire town had been blown away. The town, which has only 378 residents, has a very fitting motto. It's the little town too tough to die. I guess that's just the kind of town motto you need if you're going to live in an area that occasionally experiences moments like these.
Do you hear it? Get past these mountains. Get past these mountains. Past the hill mountains. That's not good. No. That's not good.
Nebraska is part of an area known as Tornado Alley. Tornado Alley is not an area with exact borders or anything, but is a general area in the United States where tornadoes happen way more often than they do anywhere else. Parts of Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, Oklahoma, Kansas, South Dakota, Iowa, and Nebraska make up Tornado Alley. Why does America have so many tornadoes? America has unique geography that makes tornadoes common. There's a mixture of warm, moist air from down south and cold air from up north. Combine this with a handful of vertical mountain ranges, and you have prime conditions for just the sort of weather that causes tornadoes. Believe it or not, Tornado Alley is not the place in the world that gets the most tornadoes. At least, not in terms of tornadoes per square mile, that is. The Netherlands has more tornadoes than any other country relative to its land area. It gets at least 20 or so every year, which ends up being 0.0013 tornadoes per square mile. The country with the second most is the UK, which doesn't even come close. On a rainy day in Amsterdam back in August of 2019, a man caught one of these tornadoes as it formed. When he looked out his window and noticed the clouds spinning, he immediately took out his phone and began filming.
Kijk, hij raakt de grond bijna. Hij raakt bijna de grond. Kijk, daar gaat hij. Jezus, kijk dan. Daar is een tornadootje. Moet je zien. What the fuck? Ja, een tornado.
Oh, holy shit!
What the fuck?
Nee!
Ja.
Allemaal zo naar binnen fietsen!
Dat heb ik.
In this video, you can see the tornado slowly take shape and then touch down in the water, throwing some debris up into the air. The tornado wasn't particularly large or powerful, but the man filming was still shocked to see even a small tornado in the heart of the Netherlands' largest city. Around this same time, a tornado also touched down in nearby Pétange, Luxembourg, and did over €1 million worth of damage. It ripped the roofs off of over 100 houses and sent 7 people to the hospital. Kansas is probably the place most closely associated with tornadoes in the entire world. Depending on where you are in Kansas, there are probably tornado shelters and other structures intended to keep people safe. But not everyone wants to be safe. Whenever there is a tornado, it's likely that somewhere nearby there is somebody following it, trying to capture the moment on film. These people are called storm chasers, or just chasers for short, and it's thanks to them that we have moments like these to witness for ourselves. On May 24, 2016, residents in Dodge City, Kansas were on high alert for the possibility of a severe storm. Knowing what this might mean, a group of storm chasers set out with the hopes of capturing something unbelievable on film, and they got just that. The group soon found themselves face to face with a powerful and violent EF3 tornado.
Stretch.
Paper towel. Oh, no, I'm good.
Keep creeping up.
A little bit faster. Let's get up there.
That is violent, you guys. Look how violent that is spinning. Try to get right behind that cop's ass if you can. Looking to the right, Greg.
Another tornado to our right.
In the video, you can see a Kansas police cruiser further up the road. As the tornado moved across the landscape, it grew in intensity, even sucking up the roof of a building. The men in the car try their best to inch closer, all while watching to make sure the tornado doesn't suddenly change course. A little later, the tornado seemingly just disappeared into thin air, as if it never even existed. The city of Batna in Algeria isn't known for extreme weather, let alone tornadoes. Even though it's near the Sahara Desert, it doesn't even get that hot. Average temperatures in the summer only get into the upper 80s Fahrenheit, something that residents of a place like Arizona would scoff at. In this video, shot in April of 2018, we see a powerful tornado form and travel through the desert city. Given how uncommon of an occurrence this was, it's no surprise residents were caught off guard and began filming. The video starts off with the tornado far off in the distance. With each passing second, the tornado grows larger and larger until eventually it plows through the city.
وسلم. سبحان الله. الله لا إله إلا 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 الله.
The cameraman later said the tornado destroyed a nearby house, but nobody was inside at the time. As for him and his family, they too made it out uninjured. The worst part of this storm actually wasn't the tornado, but what came later. The tornado was caused by severe weather conditions that brought in heavy rain, hail, and flooding. The area got 2 inches of rain, something which is pretty rare for the normally dry region. 2 inches of rain doesn't seem like much, and it isn't for many places, but it can cause serious damage in areas where the ground isn't ready to absorb it, leading to devastating floods. An EF4 tornado is one that has wind speeds that exceed 165 miles per hour. At this level, there is going to be serious damage, and even well-constructed buildings are likely to get torn to shreds. Back in May of 2019, a powerful EF4 tornado touched down in Bonner Springs, Kansas. Wanting to capture the moment on film, while also staying out of harm's way, a man came up with the idea to attach a GoPro to a metal fence post. Little did he know that the tornado was headed right for it. The video starts off pretty calm. The sky is a little dark, but it's not so bad. There's even some sun shining through. After about a minute and a half, this all changes. In the background, you can now see the monster tornado begin to form. As time ticks by, the sky gets darker and darker until finally, the tornado reaches the camera. Towards the end of the video, it's too dark to see much. The whole area has been cast under a shadow, and the wind is too intense. The tornado inches closer until eventually the fence post that the camera is on is actually pulled up out of the ground. The camera flies through the air for a few seconds before turning off. Surprisingly, the person who left the camera there was able to find it afterwards and then post this video. This recording is basically what it looks like to be hit head-on in an EF4 tornado. Do you think you could withstand those conditions? Of all the extreme weather events on Earth, tornadoes are definitely one of the most incredible. They are a devastating force, but also one that is inspiring and beautiful. Hopefully, as time goes on, we will become better equipped to prepare for and alert residents of any possible threats, saving lives in the process. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more just like it, be sure to click the link on screen now. With that, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.